Up next is UConn head coach Randy Edsall. UConn is 1-2 overall, 0-1 in the American. Huskies played Saturday against Rhode Island. UConn won the game 56-49. Huskies take to the road this week to face Syracuse. The game will be at 4 p.m. Eastern and will be televised on ESPN News. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie up the game against Rhode Island and what you expect to see as you return to Syracuse to face the Orange on Saturday, please.
Yeah, it was a good win for our players. I thought I was very happy for them that we were able to get a win, and thought we competed extremely hard for 60 minutes. And, defensively we made a stop at the end. Offensively we did a great job in the first half, scored a touchdown on all 6 possessions. Had a couple mistakes in the second half where we turned the ball over, but all in all, it was just a really good team victory for us, and hopefully that'll give us a little bit more confidence as we continue to go forward. And, of course, we're going up to Syracuse this weekend to play Syracuse in the Carrier Dome, which is always a very tough venue to play. They're off to a 3-0 start, coming off a big win over Florida State. So, again, we're going to have our hands full, but, we're just going to continue to work and just try to keep getting better each and every week.
Any questions for Coach Randy Edsall, please? Star 1 on your telephone keypad to join the queue, and the operator will introduce you.
We'll take our next question from C. Austin Cox from AAC Daily. Please go ahead. Your line is now open.
Hey, Coach. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good, Coach. In the past you've talked about how one of the keys to getting a team to start winning is for them to learn how to win and know that they can. After this win over the Rams, do you feel like this team has learned how and is ready to carry that mentality over into forthcoming games?
Well, I think everything's a process, and how you learn how to win by doing it every day in practice. And you got to prepare the right way, and you got to continue to get bigger and stronger, and then again, just with some of the youth that we have, the only way they're going to get better and have the understanding of how to win is by playing and getting that experience. So I just think it's one of those things that you just build on. You say, okay, you won, but now here's what we got to continually do better because we're not anywhere where we need to be. So now we got to watch more film. We got to do a little bit more to continue to get better. And I think that's the whole thing that we're going through. It's just that process of teaching these kids how to win. I don't think you learn how to win after you just win one game. It's one of those things that it's all the hard work that goes into it, and then you earn the right to win. And that's what we got to do. And with all these young kids, it might take us a little bit more time than what people might expect. But, the only way these guys are going to get better, especially defensively, is to continue to play. And then they get the experience, and then they develop more confidence, they get stronger, and then you put yourself in a position where you're going to go and work to win every game.
And, Coach, you speak about maturity and developing these players. We've seen David Pindell start to develop in front of our eyes. Can you tell us about his development so far, the senior quarterback?
I think he's just done a great job. I mean, and again, what happens is it gets back to his work ethic. David wants to be good, and that's where it all starts with any person. You got to want to be good, and then are you willing to invest and spend the time that it takes to be good? And he's done that, and he's very coachable. He listens to what John tells him and goes out there, and then the good Lord has blessed him with outstanding skills. He's athletic, he can throw the ball, but again, it comes down to him wanting to be good and then taking the time and putting in the time, to be good.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
We'll take our next call from Dan Tortora from wakeupcalldt.com. Your line is now open. Please go ahead.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
To look at the quarterback situation in Syracuse, Eric Dungy went out of the game this past game after having some blurred vision. Tommy DeVito stepped in. Just what you see from both of them on film in preparation for either one of the guys being out there.
Well, I think they're both very good quarterbacks, and they both were very productive in the games that they've played, and we've got to be ready to face whoever comes out there. But like I said, they both can run and they both can throw the ball.
For you, going back to Syracuse, kind of a bittersweet homecoming because you used to be on the staff there, so there is that connection there. What can you say about this year's team and what Dino Babers is doing in his third season up to this point on that 3-0 start? Just some of your main takeaways of the team offensively, defensively, and whatnot at this point.
Well, I think the bottom line is very simple. They're 3-0 and they're undefeated and they're playing well.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time.
Mm-hmm.
Coach, thanks so much for your time today. Look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.